Hello, my name is Antonella Bargiona, and today I want to bring to your attention the importance of what you are carrying within your name, the energy you are carrying within your name. Most of the time, especially in the past, we were given names which were carrying the legacy of the family, meaning, for example, myself, Antonella, I'm been named after my paternal grandfather. He was called Antonino, I'm called Antonella, but the energy of the name is the same. So what I suggest to you is to connect to that person and find out about him or her, and hopefully you can find that there is a good legacy about that name, because sometimes there is not. And actually, because we are carrying that name, we are carrying that legacy. We want or we don't want, but there is a way to go around it. So, for example, I carry the name Antonella is a name which is named also after the saint Sant'Anthony of Padua. And I like that very much because he's the one in charge for helping find lost objects, generally lost things. And I like that concept because with my work, what I actually do is to help people to find themselves, especially when they are lost. So in that case, I really like. I also carry as a second name Maria, and Maria was after the name of the mother of Jesus, because my mother was very devout, and what she always spoke about, the way she always spoke about her was the compassion. She loved her compassion. And I like to think that I also carry that. So I consider myself fortunate to carry those two names. Also, my grandfather was very good with business, and he was a person who had the drive to better himself all the time, to the point that he married my grandmother, who was coming from the so-called good circles. So in a way, he was a social climber in a good way. And he also, he had only primary school education, and he bettered himself to go forward with that, with the help of my grandmother. So it's always, I consider him as a person who's been always very intelligent, humble, to study and to better himself and to improve, to the point that when he died, actually, he left a fortune to his sons, which was really nice. Then, okay, the story, what happened after, is another chapter. So I consider myself very fortunate. But then you have to really check in your genealogical tree is if you've been named after someone. If you are named John and there is Uncle John, just go and look, how was Uncle John? Was he a good person? Was he not? Because you want or you don't want, as I said, you carry that energy. There is a part of you that channels that energy. The other thing is that I want to share with you is that, for example, what happens with energies of curses that are given to families. I had this client recently, and I've been given permission to share this story with you. And she was not confident in carrying the father's name because she felt there was negative energy attached to that name. So we started to work on that to see what could be done to make a peace, and if there were root causes for that. And by the way, the person was not happy with her life. At times she suffers with depression, and so this depression is actually a recurrent problem in her family, especially on the boys, and the other side of the family. So also cousins are involved. This thing is running in the family. So she really said, Antonella, I don't know what's happening, but I know that there is something that is not right. So, okay, let's see. First thing that came out, like that, curse. There was an energy of curse that we had to clear. Now, if you know from the Bible, curses can last up to 7 generations, or the sins of the father can carry for 7 generations. It's not really our responsibility for that, and yet it happens. So we did all the healing on, it came out that this curse was given to 4 generations ago, so that would be father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather. So we did all the healing that was possible to do. It was coming, the story unfolded in a very unexpected way. I mean, it was just being given by a lady who probably had to marry, and it didn't happen. And the hatred that was involved was really on her side, was so big that curse was sent. So healing was done to the situation, to this hatred, so that the person could move on in person. Well, the soul of the person could move on in a new stage in life, and she was released. Because curse is always two-way as well, because yes, you've been cursed, but also the people who have given you the curse are. So there is this double tie that needs to be broken. So all these ties have been severed, and so by the end of the session, actually, we did healing. We did also father and daughter healing. There was abuse involved. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But we did lots of healing, to the point that at the end of the session, she felt completely free and happy to carry a father's name for the first time in 30 years. And that was just a beautiful story of how things can change easily. So my suggestion for today is check whose name you are carrying. You are lucky if you're not carrying anyone's name, because that means that it's you. If you carry an actor's name, or actress name, or somebody your parents were looking up to when they decide to give you that name, just check the life of that person and check if there are things that you really like, you would like to embody, you would like more, you would like to anchor it and live with it happily. And if not, just consciously cut those energies. There are ways to do it. Maybe it could be another video for that, so that you can recover your own energy and not to carry this other emotional baggage or heavy baggage from someone else that you don't even know. So today, that's the suggestion for the day. And again, please comment below if you've got questions. I know that is a very strange topic we have spoken about, but it's real, at least with my clients. And follow me on Facebook, Water and Light, The Art of Freedom. It's Antonella Bargiona here. I'm your heart healer, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.